Assalamualaikum Doctor. We are from Group 9. We will present our assignment 2 in slide. Firstly, I will introduce to our team member. First, Zaqwan Syahmi bin Sarman. Next, Silviona Silvester Siga. And myself, Muhammad Zaid bin Kamarul Azmi. And Muhammad Fikri bin Amat. And lastly, Amir Hamiezan bin Abdul Mutalib. For the next slide, I will pass to our next member.
Characteristic of monopoly market. Sole seller. There is only one firm that produces one item with no close replacement. The release has almost no replacement. Goods are produced by the firm cannot be produced by another firm as a result of a particular firm. Firms are pricing. A firm is a sole producer with almost no substitute for a product. And advertising is not important. Manufacturers may not conduct advertising activities. If there is it depends on what goods are produced. Advertising may be conducted to increase demand or inform customers about their product. Monopoly market equilibrium output determination method. Approaches to total cost and total revenue. As in PBS, a monopoly firm will produce an output level that brings maximum profit with the largest positive difference between TR and TC. According to the table above, when the output level increases from 0 to the 4th unit, the profit rate increases. TR reaches its maximum level when the firm produces 4 units. After that, profits will decline and monopoly firm will suffer losses starting from the 7th output level. Thus, a monopoly firm will maximize profits by producing 4 units of the product by changing a price of 35 ringgit on its output. Through the diagram above, the TR and TC curves determine the output level of the 4th unit that brings the maximum gain. When the vertical difference between the TR and TC curves is the largest. When TR is equal to TC, the company is in a state of return on capital. This situation is indicated by the TC curve which intersects the TR curve at points A and B. For output below point A and above point B, if TC exceeds TR, the company incurs a loss. Monopoly equilibrium in the short term. Profit is more normal. The monopoly market will enjoy more normal profit if the AR exceeds the AC at the equilibrium output level. From the figure below, the monopoly firm reach equilibrium E when MC equal to MR at the output level Q and the equilibrium price of P. Normal profit. At this equilibrium level, AR is equal to AQ, then TR is OPAQ. AC is also equal to AQ and then TC is also OPAQ. This is indicated by the AC curve touching the AR curve at point. Thus TR is equal to TC. This results in monopoly firms earning only normal profit. Profit less normal. Monopolies will experience less normal profit if AR is less than AC at equilibrium level as per curve above. When the above curve, a monopoly firm reaches equilibrium when MC equal to MR at point E at the output level Q and the equilibrium price of P. At the output of Q, AC is BQ, then TC is OCBQ, AR is AQ, so TR is OPAQ. Because TC exceeds TR, then the firm experiences a less than normal profit of PCBA represented by share. Monopoly equilibrium in the long term. In the long run, monopoly firm will enjoy more normal profit because monopoly firms are single producers without freedom of entry and exit. If a monopoly firm earns less than normal profits in the short run, then it needs to make adjustment of the size of its plant at least bring in normal profit in the long run, otherwise it needs to close its operation.
Hi, I'm Zaqwan. I will continue to explain about the types of price discrimination. There are 3 types of price discrimination, which is first degree price discrimination, second degree price discrimination, and third degree price discrimination. For the condition of price discrimination, there are 4 conditions. The first one is seller must be a monopoly. Second one is ability to separate different groups. The third one is identifying different market segments. And the last one is ability to prevent resale or arbitrage. So I will pass to my friend to explain further.
Hi, I'm Silviona Silvester Siga with matrix number D20201092-704. I'm going to talk about direct control. There are 3 situations of direct control. The first one is equal to MC. Prior to government interventions, firms reach equilibrium in E1 with price at equilibrium output of P1 and Q1. After government interventions, the productions will be set at P equal to MC at point B, where the AR and MC curves intersect. The output becomes Q2 with a price of P2. At this output, The AC curve above AR is equal to CB. Therefore, the CB difference is a loss, so the subsidy should be given as much as the CB P2, which is equal to the amount of profit less than normal. The second one is AR equal to AC. Below this price, the monopoly firm will only enjoy normal profits, where this pricing policy is also said to be the price that brings a fair return or return on capital to the monopoly. Prior to government control, a firm will impose a price of P1 above its output of Q1 when equilibrium is reached at E. At this output, the monopoly firm is enjoying a more normal profit. Once the government sets the price of AR equal to AC at point B, then the price drops from the P1 to P2 and the output increases from Q1 to Q2. The last one is AC minimum. The optimum capacity level is the minimum AC level. At this point, there is no overcapacity or wastage of capacity. Prior to government interventions, firm produced Q1 output at P1 price level and were enjoying more normal profits. After government interventions, the firm reached equilibrium at point E2 when the AC curve reached the minimum point or when the MC curve intersects with AC curve. The equilibrium price level is at P2 and the output level Q2. Since AR exceeds AC by CE2, monopoly firm still enjoy a more normal profit at BP2 CE2. So the government does not need to subsidize. If the firm is declining cost structure such as a natural monopoly, then subsidies are needed. P1 and Q1 are the original equilibrium prices and outputs. After government interventions, the firm reached equilibrium at point E with the Q2 output and the P2 equilibrium price. Monopoly firms a less than normal profit of P2 AEB because AC exceeds AR. Therefore, the government needs to provide a subsidy of P2 AEB so that the firm can continue its operation.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and good morning everyone. My name is Muhammad Fikri bin Amat. My ID number is D202010938857. Okay, today I will be present about indirect control. There are two indirect control. One is lump sum tax and tax per unit. The first one is lump sum tax. A lump sum tax is a tax whose value remains the same regardless of the level of output of the monopoly firm. It does not affect the cost of the suit but only increase the total cost and the average cost. That's for lump sum tax. And the second one is tax per unit. Under this tax action system, the amount of tax levied depends on the amount of output produced. Since it is charged on every unit of output, then it is variable cost to monopoly. As such, it not only affects the position of the average cost curve, but also change the suit cost curve. Okay, next is the benefit of the monopoly market. The three benefits. The first one is monopoly allow firm that experience decreased cost to produce more output at lower price. And second is monopoly firm can run public service efficiently. And the last one is monopoly can promote the development of technology. Okay, the next one is monopoly market disadvantage. There are 5 disadvantages of monopoly market. Number 1 is does not achieve production efficiency. Number 2 is waste of capacity. And number 3 is not achieving allocation efficiency. And number 4 is uneven income distribution. And the last one is monopoly do not encourage technological development.
The conclusion for this video is monopoly is only a seller but have many buyers in the market. The monopoly is price maker, and the monopolistic also controls some company to enter in monopoly market. Okay, that's all for our presentation. Thank you.